What's up everybody, my name is Darth Jeswick and welcome back to my channel. Today we're building in Brightchester on the Darkwing house. It's a university house. So we actually have a few requirements for this house. We have to have at least 4 beds, at least 1 shower, and a toilet. And because it's a university housing lot, we're only allowed to have like a microwave. We're not allowed to have stoves or grills because they could catch on fire, and you know, that just looks bad on the university. So I'm essentially creating a townhouse for 4 students, and this came about because I wanted to play university in my own time. In my personal opinion, it takes way too long to make a let's play out of it because university takes like a whole year in game. So it's nice to have a nice place for your Sims to live for the entire time that they're at college. This one I actually tried to move into with my own personal sim, and I wasn't able to. It just didn't show up, and I know that that's like some kind of glitch. It's just kind of tricky, and it took me a couple tries to actually be able to move my sim into this house. And like going through the enrollment screen, and it was just a mess. But I like university because it helps get your sims a lot of skills really quickly, because you gain skills just by doing your sims homework, and you can also attend a skill class and like sit in on it. And you can do that if you're not in university as well. I want to say the sit-in classes are 1 to 200 simoleons each, and if you're trying to get like the robotics skill, it's pretty expensive for those robotics tables. They're like 2,000 or 3,000 simoleons, so if you could just sit in on the class for robotics, then you could get the robotics skill without actually having to build or buy a robotics table. I tried to keep the roommates' rooms pretty simple and empty because they'll actually bring in their own decorations when they move, like posters or these little like figurines that have the university logo on them. And I figure that the new apartment system will work similar to how the roommate system works in this game. Like how you can see all your roommates kind of wandering around, but you can only control the player that's in your house. And hopefully the Sims team will release like a statement or like a new trailer that describes how that works, because I'm really curious about how it works. Because Sims are always just like wandering around in my houses anyway right now. Even if I have the doors locked, they sometimes manage to find a way in. So I'm just really interested to see how we're going to be able to section off each apartment. I'm also just really excited to see all the new build stuff because I'm sure it's going to be amazing. I know we have a couple of new appliances that you actually have to fix if you're a landlord and make sure it doesn't get all moldy. I'm also really excited for the new mold death. I think that's going to be really funny to see in person. Obviously it won't be so funny for your Sims, but you know. Because I kept the rooms pretty similar with like all the furnishings and everything, I just changed the colors of the beds so that you can kind of differentiate between rooms. And I also kind of color coordinated the living rooms. The ladies' side is this like a light blue purplish couch, and the men's side is a black couch. Mostly because when I was in college we had co-ed dorms like this where they were in the same building but on separate sides, and I feel like that's a little bit more fair to the Sims because they have a little bit more privacy. I'm not sure if you can lock doors in university housing. I can't actually remember. I think you can, but you can like lock the doors and make sure that the other roommates don't get in your house if that's what you want. I tried to put a ton of skill building objects around from the base game. We've got a chess table, a handiness table, a robotics station from university, and a telescope, as well as a ping pong table and some gardening stuff. I was gonna put one of these research machines in the build somewhere, but I just didn't have a whole lot of room for it. There's a couple at Darby's Den, which is like the student union area in Brightchester. So you could always go over to there and get some food because that's where the cafeteria is, and then, you know, use the research machine if you wanted to. Apart from the university pack, I also used cats and dogs for a wallpaper and cottage living for some fences and columns. So even despite that, it should be relatively easy for some people to download. You could find this build on my gallery at Darth_Jeswick, just like it is spelled here on YouTube. I added in a couple of dining room tables so that they all had a spot to eat, and then I left their desks blank. I didn't put any computers on them because sometimes Sims bring their own computer to university. I gave one of the bedrooms the bulletin board that you can actually snap postcards onto so that they can write to a pen pal and have them send them postcards back and forth. It's fun. Once you get to a certain level in the writing skill, you can actually just write to a pen pal. It's pretty fun. I want to say some of the postcards come with an energizing or focusing moodlet, which is actually pretty cool. You know, the focus moodlet could really help your Sims with their homework. I put a little bench out on the front porch so that the Sims can come and sit here and hang out with their friends. I also put a seating area in the backyard with matching pop-up chairs from the university pack. Unfortunately, we don't have a bonfire with this pack, so I couldn't like put the chairs around the bonfire. But if you have the get-together pack or outdoor retreat, both of those come with campfires. I also probably could have put a keg out here. We get kegs with university. I just wasn't sure if that would be allowed in the university housing. Although I'm assuming it would be fine because kegs came with university, but you never know. I was really trying to model this house after some of the surrounding like background houses because some of them kind of looked like they could be like a townhouse style. I also really enjoy building in Brightchester. The area is really gorgeous. There's like a bridge in the background, a little lake, and also being really close to campus like this is nice when your Sims are going to university. It's just a little easier for your Sims to like get to class. Although usually when I'm playing university, I just play from my home lot because then they'll actually go to class and not be late, which is something I've noticed a lot with university. Their classes are only like a couple hours long in game, and if your Sims are on the university lot, they'll kind of stand outside for a little while, and it's super weird. Like my Sim was like 40 minutes late for her hour-long class, and I'm like, what is happening right now? While we're doing some of the landscaping here, I just wanted to take a second and say thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button because it really helps out. I try to post a couple videos a week, although I don't have an actual schedule for uploading. So feel free to subscribe to my channel if you want to see all those new videos when they come out. And hopefully one day I'll have a normal uploading schedule so that you guys can expect videos from me on certain days. I hope you all have an amazing day wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you all in the next one. Dag dag!